Hello everyone, welcome to day 6 of Monkey's Advent Calendar Reviews. Today we're reviewing Transformers Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. Hot Rod here has been a figure I've had in my collection for quite a few years. I think back in the April of 2021, I believe is when I got my Hot Rod for 50% off at my local Fred Meyer, which 50% off at Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer charges an additional 10, so I got him about 20 bucks. Because if any of you know anything about grocery stores, if they have toys, they upcharge by about 10 to 20 extra dollars. So yeah, got my Hot Rod from there though. So yeah, let's get into the figure. Hot Rod here is very much based off of his Cybertronian Speedster alt mode. Got some lovely flame decals, beautiful headlights. This nice maroon kind of crimson. Well, this ain't crimson. We'll stick with maroon, kind of mahogany kind of red. Got some orange, some silver. The underside's looking fine. Had to replace his Autobot logo. That started wearing off. You know, when there's a bit of an two different edges on a painted, or if there's painted parts on two different edges like this, there's a good chance it starts chipping away at the line where the two pieces connect. And because of that, the Autobot logo underneath the sticker here started fading away badly. So yeah, we now have a sticker over that, which is not the worst. So yeah, side of the alt mode has these exhaust pipes, which look lovely. I always loved how they looked. They look nice. On the top, you have some yellow plastic from the transformation joints. Our massive yellow spoiler right here, with a bunch of lovely mechanical detail. The mechanical detail on the Hot Rod overall is very nice. Tires are with this like mushroom peg kind of system right here. I still haven't figured out the name for this system, but it's not pinned in. It's this type of peg right here. Looks good though. The shade of blue for the window is nice. You can see Hot Rod's face in there. The engine block right here is lovely as ever. And as you can see, the orange bits right here have started chipping away, which kind of sucks, but hey, what you gonna do? So yeah, Hot Rod in alt mode rolls pretty well. I've seen figures roll better than him, but you know, for the price, he rolls pretty well. Now, let's go into size comparisons. For Core Class, we have 86 Spike. Deluxe Class, we have 86 Brawn. Move Spike over here. There you go. We got 86 Cup for our other Deluxe Class. For our Leader Class, we have 86 Springer. And for Leader Class, we have 86 Grimlock. Just like so. And finally, grabbing our two leaders out of here, we have 86 Ultra Magnus for our Commander Class scale. Let's readjust the camera just a touch. There we go. And just like that. Let's see. There you go. I'm not sure if it was getting a little choppy for you guys too, but for some reason my camera's being all weird. Everything's starting to freeze up a little bit, like kind of like a slideshow. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. It's all going good for you now. Alrighty. Now, before we start transformation, we have some accessories to go over. Hot Rod here comes with 2 blasters, a saw, a matrix effect, and 2 of these blast effects. I lost one. But the reason why I'm bringing these blast effects up now, or these accessories up now, is because there's storage methods. As you can see, I use these storage methods quite a bit, so that's why these bits are chipped. But basically, you're able to put the blasters right into this slot, these engine blocks right here and here, and then connect your saw to that. Oh no, not this particular one. Yeah, so you can have an engine block guns. If you connect your guns to the saw, then connect that to the spot on the back, that all connects right there. And now you have Hot Rod looking all goofy looking. And now to the blast effect. You're able to equip the blast effect right here. And you would have been able to do this with both of them, but as I mentioned, I only have one of them. So unfortunately, we have to miss out on the beauty of seeing Hot Rod blast off with both his effects. Which is fine. You know, it happens. So yeah, the next step to this is transformation. First thing you want to do is go right here, get your nail under this and pull up. Untab these parts from the shoulders. Be sure not to stress the plastic though, as these do peg in nice and securely. Don't want to push that in all the way because that's going to lock it in. What you want to do though is come over here to the side, untab it gently right here and right here. This tab right here goes into these little slots right here on the forearm. You're going to want to move that down. Then pull this back, straighten the arms out like so. Bring this assembly upward, rotate, then collapse it. Before you push it in though, you want to pull out Hot Rod's head, push that down, pull the arms upward, and collapse, like so. Next thing you want to do is pull this panel up right here, rotate, and collapse it like so. So your arms should look like this. Nice and bulky, nice and chunky, and secure. Next thing you want to do is come down to the legs and start untabbing them right here and here. Pull this piece back, rotate it up. Then this has a little notch right here that goes into there. And this little gap right up here goes into that notch right there. So it secures on like that. Pull these panels out. Rotate the front of the legs downward. Flip out the foot. Flip this wheel well inside and collapse like so. Same thing for the other side. Flip out, collapse, and compact. And there you go. Just straighten everything out. Get it all nice looking for yourself. And bam. There is 86 Hot Rod. Looking as lovely as ever. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the other guys transformed. And we'll go over robot mode. Alrighty, got the other guys transformed. So, boop, back to Hot Rod. Hot Rod here is very obviously based off of the 86 film, with all that 90s cheese detail. You know, the tall boots, the collar, the more stocky and slim proportions. You know, the usual, the stuff that comes with the era. The bright kind of gaudy colors, you know. We have like our reds, our purples, our yellows, our oranges. All these. These are not colors you'd see on a more modern design, I believe. Especially the purple. How long has it been since I've seen a Hot Rod use purple? Do Hot Rods still use purple? I don't know now. Either way, I honestly really do like the shade of purple, though. It looks nice on this design. Hot Rod here, though, is our Voyager scale figure. He is deluxe sized, but his budget is filled with all the accessories he comes with. 2 blasters, his saw blade, a matrix effect, and 2 of these blast effects. Along with that, he's also packed full of gimmicks. Hot Rod's hands here. If you move this panel up, rotate into a nub for Hot Rod's saw, like so. Nice looking. And the other side flips into his welding tool. that he used to fix Cup, which is pretty cool. I like this a lot. Along with that, he also has a flip-out visor. If you pull up his cap and push it and flip out the visor, bam. This is something I wish RC had, actually, because RC has a red flip-out visor, but her figure don't got one. I could have seen them doing that for RC. Her head's big enough to do that, but they didn't. Hotrod here, though, looks lovely. Let's flip that visor back up so we can see them beautiful eyes. Hotrod here has some gorgeous... actually, let's just move the cap up so y'all can see the face better. Has some beautifully painted eyes, along with just an overall really excellent sculpt all over the figure. The head is well sculpted. The crest looks nice. He has these little earmuff looking bits on the side of his head as well. Looking good as ever. The shoulders are well designed. Much of the same sculpting work from alt mode here, which honestly is perfectly fine. The alt mode had a lot of really well designed aspects, and Hotrod's overall design works incredibly well for that. The panel lining, the details, everywhere is nice. Along with the backpack being pretty small. Hotrod's backpack for this figure is well compact. And honestly, I love that. The rest of Hotrod's back as well is well put together. There's little to no hollow spaces on him besides just right here. And even then, barely any. On the back, you have some 5mm ports. So if you want to put the blasters here instead of him holding them, you could do that. Kinda. They're a little longer than his feet. You'd have to have them like this if you're going to put them on a shelf. Which, I mean, you can't tell they're there unless you start turning them. But that also makes it harder to put figures behind them. So, personal preference. Do at your own risk. In robot mode, Hotrod is able to use his blast effects quite well, actually. Being able to plug them into his forearms, like so. So you can have it almost as if he's blasting his flames out at his enemies. You know, stuff like that. Huh. Interesting. That usually doesn't happen. Okay. Hotrod has a matrix. The matrix of leadership is in this darker shade of blue, which is nice looking. Along with that, we also have this blast effect piece right here that plugs onto the matrix, just like that. Looking lovely as ever. And with his hands being able to open, you can actually get the pose. You know the one. Let's see. Just takes a bit of finagling to get it, but you should be able to. There we go. Being able to light our darkest hour, Hotrod. Look at that. It's a real shame that this guy goes for so much on the aftermarket. The cheapest I've seen this guy go for, brand new in box, was $90, which is lame. This figure's really good, though, so I don't blame him. But it's also lame. Yeah, Hotrod here looks wonderful. He feels great. So, yeah. Details are wonderful, beautiful. No hollow spaces. Instead of hollow thighs, they actually filled them in, which is nice. I enjoy that a lot. With that all being said, time for articulation. Head can look up that far, down that far, tilt side to side, full 360, just like so. Arms can go up that far, down that far, back that far, forward that far, or up that far. Yeah. There's a swivel at the elbow and past 90-degree bend. There's a 360 wrist rotation at the hand and hands open up. There's a 360 waist rotation. Legs go back that far. Kinda lame, but go forward really far. Wonder why the legs only go back this far. That's odd. I've never noticed that, but that's as far as the legs go back. Oh, it's the sculpting one. It's the sculpting, that's why. Legs can go up that far. 360 rotation at the thigh, double knee bend, and an ankle pivot. And that's about it for articulation for Hot Rod. He feels great though. So yeah. Alrighty. Move our blast effects out of the way. And let's get this size comparisons started. First of all, we have Core Class Spike, Deluxe Class Brawn, Deluxe Class Cup, Leader Class Springer, Leader Class Grimlock, and finally, Commander Class Ultra Magnus. So yeah, final thoughts on Hot Rod. Should you get him? Honestly, if you can find him for a good price, retail or cheaper, sure. He's honestly a wonderful figure. And even if he doesn't come with all the blast effects or all of his accessories, if you're able to get your hands on a complete figure of Hot Rod, go for it. You don't need all the accessories to enjoy him. Yeah, the saw's a bonus. That's honestly a really nice accessory. I'll give you that. I like this accessory. It's nice. It spins. Spinny. You know, woo! But, yeah. If you'll enjoy a good figure, one that's well articulated, one that's solid, go for a Hot Rod. He's a good figure. He's one that you will not regret getting. I'll say that as I can now. This figure is one you will not regret buying. It's worth the money, it's well put together, and it's fun. Quite a few things I do not see nowadays from Transformers, or not recently at least. I'll say that there's some fun Transformers, I'll give you that. There's stuttering. There's been some really good ones. But Hot Rod here does something special, and I love him for that. He feels great. He is well articulated. And that's about it. If you all can find him for a good price, get him. If not, maybe wait for him to get a little cheaper, then get him. So yeah, that's about it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 7. Goodbye!